Hello guys, the question for today is zero array transformation 3. You are given an integer array nums of length n and a 2D array queries where queries I is equal to length I to Ri, means it is a range. Each queries represent the following action on nums. So I am given a nums. I have been provided with a nums array and a list of queries where each of the query inside queries is a list. Is range, both inclusive. So for each query I have to perform the following operation on nums. Okay, decrement the value at each index in the range L to R in nums by at most 1, means we can choose either 0 or 1. That means here it is given 202, so after performing query 1, that is from 0 to 2, that is from 0 1 2, what I have to do, I can either subtract 1 from it or subtract 0 from it, right? So if I subtract 1 from the first element, 0 from the middle element and 1 from the last element, I get 101 as my answer, right? Now for the second query I again get 0 to 2. So from 0 to 2, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, and I again perform the same operation, 1 and 1 and 0 and 2 and 0 in 1. Then I'll get subtract both, I'll get 0 0 0. Since I am able to get a 0 0 0, I will say that it is a 0 array, right? So first is decrement the value at each index in the range of Li to Ri in nums by at most 1. So we can either decrease a 0 or decrease 1 for each of the range. Now the amount by which the value is decremented can be chosen independently for each index. Yeah, that means this statement means that it is not necessary that all of them should be 1 or all of them should be 0. We can choose anything that we wish between 0 and 1, right? That's what this line says. The amount by which the value is decremented can be chosen independently for each index, right? A zero array is an array with all its element equal to 0. That means this is zero array because all its elements are equal to 0. Now return the maximum number of elements that can be removed from the queries such that the nums can still be converted into a zero array using the remaining queries. Okay, so if we perform these two queries, we found that we got a zero array. So this is an extra query, so we need to return 1. If this is not possible, if it is not possible to convert nums to a zero array, return -1. Okay, so if we consumed all the queries and subtracted it from nums, and after that also if I am not able to get 0 0 0 in nums, then I have to return -1. Okay, so let us understand this question once more. So suppose I have been provided with an array 2 0 2, and I am also putting down index here. Index is 0 1 and 2, right? This is my index. So after performing first query, so first query, what is query? It is clearly given that query is a 2D array. That means if a query here given is 0 to 2, that means it says 0 1 2, sorry, 0 1 2, and here 0 1 2, and this is 0 1 2. So when we talk about queries here, so how will this query look like? This query will something look like 1 1 1 1 1 1 and 0 1 0, right? So let me just adjust it according to this and change its color. Right, so this is actually query which I am getting. So you can visualize it like this. Okay, I got it, what is the issue, but still. So I think that it is easier to visualize it now, that how this matrix is. So what I am going to do, I am going to perform the first query, that is 0 1 2, and after performing this first query I will get, I am performing the operation on the first row, and once I perform this operation on the first row, what I can say that while performing the operation I can either subtract a 1 from this 0 index. So you can see that the index are same here. Index 0 is this and index 0 is this. So I can either subtract, at most I can subtract 1. So can I subtract 1 from 2? Yes. At most I can subtract 1. Can I subtract 1 from 0? No, I will get a negative number. So I will not subtract it. I can subtract at most 0. That means I can also subtract 0 and I can also subtract 1, and here it has been written that I can choose it independently for each index. So for the first row I am choosing it to be 101 1 0 and 1, right? I am choosing it to be 101, right? Once I choose 101, what I have been left with is 101, right? Now I go to next index. Now again same scenario, I will choose 101 from the second row also, and what I get is I will subtract 101 minus 101 and I am going to get 0 0 0 here, right? Once I get a 0 0 0 here, I can say that although the three ranges are provided, but I don't need to go to the third range, right? I have achieved a 0 array in the second range only, so my output will be 1. That this is a useless range that we get. All right. So I need to return this, which is not a non-fruitful query. So I need to return the number of non-fruitful queries. So let us see one more example where I am not able to reach 0 0 0, right? So let us go to that, and yes, it is 1 2 3 4. And the query is 0 to 3. So if the query is 0 to 3, only 0 to 3 is given. So what I will say, I will subtract 1 from all. I subtracted 1 from 1, 1 from 1, 1 from 1, 0, 1, 2, and I am provided with, sorry. Right, so if I subtract 1 from all, I get 0, 1, 2, 3, and I ran out of query, right? And I ran out of queries, so I just get 0 1 2 3, and this is not a 0 array, so I will return -1 in this case. So the first answer that came in my mind is sorting. I need to maximize the range. So the first scenario that came in my mind is sorting the queries by ascending order for the first index and descending order for the last index, so that I can get maximum range, right? So for example, let us take an example which has a failed test case. So okay, so these were the number provided to me initially, right? And the query for this was the query that I have been provided. So let us make an array out of it quickly. Just copy it and paste it once more, and remove this red array. This is 0 1 2, 3 4, right? And 0 1 2, 3 4, right? And I am provided 0 to 2 for the first array. So here it is school 0 to 2, and then 0, and then 0, right? For second I am provided 2 to 3, so I am provided 2 to 3, so 0 1 2 3 and 0. And for third index and for the third row I am provided 3 to 4, so it's 0 0 0 1 1, right? So I think that I don't need these two, right? So this is the query that I have been provided with, and let us move it to 1. Okay, so for the first iteration I have to choose any element from 1 1 1 0 0. So what I did was, okay, just one more thing, yes. So what I did was, I first sorted it in this way and then sorted, yeah. So I say that once I say that I want to subtract this, the first row from it, since I can take at most 1, I get this as my result after subtracting, right? And once I take the second element after this, so I have moved it to 2, and the second element is 0 0 0 0 0 1 1 0, right? And once I subtract it, I get this as all zeros, right? Which was required to us, right? Since it is converted in all zeros, I can say that the one row is useless. But if we see that this row is also useless and we don't require it actually, if we are just going to do this, then also we will get a zero array, right? So sorting also doesn't helps. This was what I was trying to convey you, that sorting also doesn't help. So what should we do now? So I just want to tell you that I was not able to understand this question in a one go, and this was a very tough question for me to go through. So I created a story around it, I created a business case around it, and then tried to understand this problem. I am just trying to convey the same thing to you. If you don't get it through that way, then you can just skip those things and you can just analyze how the code is written. Okay, so let us think of a business case, because all what we can think about this is just messed up things, that how we can solve this. Zero array transformation 1 was also a medium question, but it was solved by prefix sum. This question is not a medium level question according to me. This is a very tough question, and how to use prefix sum, how to use heap, and how to use everything is very difficult to understand without any business case. So I am just going through a business case right now, and just follow me along, and then we will try to solve this question afterwards. So suppose you are in a company and you have got your dispersal time, right? And everyone is moving out for their home in that dispersal time, right? So suppose that people have to go on different stations now, like someone has to go on station 1, someone has to go on station 2, and someone has to go on stations 3. So likewise, suppose that this is our station in station Q. where every people want to go, then I can say that suppose these are the people who want to go somewhere, right? Someone wants to go to okay, so this is your company, and near every company we can see this type of thing where people just come out of the company and they wait for the driver to come, especially Rapido to come. But let us say that we don't have Rapido here, we have okay, we can also say that we have a Rapido here, and this is a transportation management system or vehicle management system, or you can also write here Rapido, right? So we have a Rapido system here, and there are various Rapido that are already waiting for us, right? So suppose the input number is 202. Let us consider this input number as passengers. So I have two passengers on 0, right? This is what it is saying. Let us just move this somewhat here. Okay, so I have two passengers on 0 index, I have no passenger on 1 index, and I have two passenger again on the index 2, right? This is what it is saying, waiting at index 2, right? Yes, let us do like this. Okay, so I have various of my passenger waiting here, and what all I need to run this business is I need to run a vehicle to move this business, right? And I have various vehicle with me. Suppose that I have a vehicle which is from 0 to 2. Okay, suppose that I have vehicle which is 0 to 2. Oh, just a second, it is not 0 to 2, it is okay. Now I have a vehicle like this, and it is, suppose these are sectors people want, here these people want to go to sector 0, although I haven't heard, but for this array purposes I am taking it 0, and these people want to go to sector 1, these people want to go to sector 2, these people want to go to sector 3, and these people want to go to sector 4. Suppose their Rapido provides bus, taxis, auto, all the services, and these services are based on the number of the people that are working there. For example, suppose there is a vehicle, so I have available vehicles, so let me say that okay, a passenger came and registered at Rapido that he is free and he can move from 0 to 2, right? This is what given to us, 0 to 2, and we can have, I just want to club it together so that and we have two competitors here, right? Two competitors starting at 0. So suppose that at 5 o'clock we dispersed, and there is 2 passenger for sector 0 and there is 2 passenger for sector 2. So what I will be saying, I will not be seeing at sector 2, I will first be covering sector 0. I say that, oh, there are 2 passengers at sector 0 and there is 2 vehicles available at Rapido which who wants to go to from sector 0 to sector 2. So what it will do, it will just go and put these vehicles here. It will say that, okay, I have passenger, I have vehicle, you can go, right? Once these passengers are gone, so suppose these passengers are here, they onboarded and they went, right? They went somewhere, went to their home. Suppose these passengers are gone, then the scenario come that they are in the ready position, right? They are in the ready position, and now, so let us make a screen so that they are ready, they are not no more waiting. Okay, so now what Rapido has, Rapido is checking that, oh, at for sector 0 I do I have vehicle? Yes, I do have vehicle for sector 0. So what it says that, okay, go serve, provide the services. So once it comes here, they both onboarded and left. Left for their home. Okay. Now it says that I don't have any passenger at 0, but now I want to see at sector 1. Do I have any passenger for sector 1? It says no, I don't have any passenger for sector 1. But yes, I have one vehicle for sector 1. So for example, it says that I don't have any passenger for sector 1, but I have a vehicle. And let's say that what vehicle can it be which is just carrying a single person. So let's say that it is skates, that I have skates with me. If someone wants to go to their home by skates, then I have something. So this is the hub where it prioritizes how the vehicle needs to be adjusted here so that the people in queue can effectively go. Now since at Rapido only one bike is left and no passenger is left, I will return one active bike is left and no passenger is left. So I can say that if we don't use this bike, then also we can serve all our customers. Are you getting it? Let us take one more example to solve this question. Let us say let us take another example like this. Oh no. Oh no, I don't know why it is happening. Okay, finally I got it. So suppose that I have passenger, that is nums is equal to user. Okay, so got it. So where can I write it efficiently so that, so I am just making this company smaller. Because I think that this company is somewhat the most useless thing that I am putting on this screen. Okay, so I have this question that I have passengers and I have vehicles. So I have a passenger at 2012 and I have a passenger at 3. Right, I have 2 passengers here and I have a vehicle. One of them is 0 to 2. Right. Another vehicle is said that one of the vehicle is 0 to 2. Another vehicle is from 2 to 3. And another is from 3 to 4. So I have 3 vehicles, right? But these are not in the active states. Suppose that this person having 3 seats is there at their home, this person is also there at their home, and this person is also at their home, right? Now one by one it goes to Rapido. Rapido is a center where it can where it prioritizes that which vehicle should go when, right? And I have 2 passengers who are ready at point 2 and at point 3, right? So I don't think that I need it anymore, right? So I have passengers here and I have vehicles here, and I am standing outside my company. It's the time of dispersal. Okay, so what happens here is that I see that at 0 how many passengers are present? No passenger are present. No passenger is present who is interested to go to sector 0 today, right? Is there any vehicle who is interested to go to sector 0? And yes, we found a vehicle that who is interested to go to 2. So this is what Rapido does too. Rapido says, hey, any vehicles, any captain who is interested in going to sector 0? One captain appears that yes, I am going from sector 0 to sector 2. Okay, is checking that, okay, is there any passenger who is going to sector 0? He says no. So he moves on. He says that okay captain, you can wait. Now he goes to 1. Is any passenger interested in going to 1 sector 1? He says no, no passenger is interested in going to sector 1. But yeah, it has one active captain who is going from sector 0 to sector 2, right? Now he is going to sector 2 and he's saying that is there any passenger interested in going sector 2, and he says that he sees that yes, one passenger is waiting to go to sector 2, right? Now he is checking out that is there any vehicle or is there any captain who is interested in going to sector 2, and he sees that yes, there are two captains. Now it's a competition, there is two captain who is ready to go to sector 2. So among these two, whom it will choose? So it's a work of Rapido that it chooses the one which covers the maximum, which has the maximum end, which is going from sector 2 to the maximum sector it can go. For example, here the first captain is stopping at sector 2 only, but we have already seen that at 0 and at 1 there is no customer, so he is only going to serve one customer who is standing here for and interested to go to sector 2. But if he chooses this one, he sure shot knows that there is a customer which is standing and interested to go to sector 2, but he does not know that who is the next customer, and he don't know whether any passenger is at 3 or not, but there is a probability that there can be a passenger at 3. So what he does, he says that if it chooses 1, it's sure shot going to have only one passenger. But if it choose, as we have already seen that at 0 and 1 there is no passenger, so if he assigns this vehicle, so it will know that there will be only one passenger sitting at this vehicle. But here he knows that there are two seats, and one seat is reserved for sector 2 and one seat is reserved for sector 3. There is a probability that a person may be interested in going to sector 3 and this vehicle can serve both of them. So it's the work of Rapido that it's assigned here 0 and 3, right? Now when it goes and sees that is any person is interested in going to sector 3, he says that yes, a person is interested in going to sector 3, and then he says that is any vehicle which is interested in going to sector 3, and then he says that yes, this is also interested and the one which is already assigned is also interested. So what happens is it goes here, and they leave to somewhere at their home, and we need to return that there are 2 active bikes left at Rapido. So the Rapido has done its cost cutting efficiently, right? This is the business scenario that this question represents. I hope that you got to know about it. Let us say that, let us take one more example, okay? For better understanding, I am taking one more example. So now we all know that we are out of a company and there is a standing area where the sector is allocated, and people stand in a queue behind on which sector they are going. So what I am trying to do here now is I am going to remove this company so that I get maximum space. right? So this is the passenger we are going to dry run on this. So passenger are 1 here, 2 here, 1 is in ready state and 1 will be in this state, whatever you can say, in queue, waiting state. So 0 1 0 1 2 3, 1 customer, 2 customer, here I have 3 customer, and here I have 4 customer. So at each index I have denoted that how many passengers are there and how many vehicles are there. So I have just one vehicle here which is representing 0 1 2 and 3, this one, right? We just go and bifurcate it. Just to let me make it more clear. I know that it is consuming a lot of time, but a perfect three, right? Let's club this all together. Okay, so I have one vehicle. So this captain is, suppose the captain is having 4 seats. So suppose captain is um, is a car driver and it has 4 seats, 0 1 2 3, right? So initially the Rapido will say that is there any passenger present at interested in going sector 0? Yes. Is there any vehicle who is going to sector 0? Is there any captain who is interested in going to sector 0? Yes. So what he says, he assigns it, as he does not have more options. So whatever he had, he just assigns, and all these which are in ready state, they will just on board and go, right? They get on boarded and then they will go. Next, these all will come to ready state, means 3 of them. They will come in ready state, rest will wait. Now the Rapido sees that is any passenger interested in going to sector 0? No. Is any passenger who is interested in going sector 1? Yes. But is there any captain who is interested in going to sector 1? No. So we saw that we are not able to serve all the passenger due to lack of vehicles. So what we will say here, that we are not able to serve all our customers, so we will return -1 in this case. Okay, if we are not able to find a 0 array, we need to return a -1. So this is not a 0 array. Okay, 0 means no passenger is left, all passenger has been served. Got it? So this was one scenario, and one more. Let us consider one more example. Okay, Okay, yes, this is an interesting example. Let us just consider it. Okay, sorry. This is quite a large example. I'm just moving this down because it takes a lot of effort to make these drawings. So I don't want to just redraw it again and again. So yes, I have passengers only 1 and 2, 1 at 1 and 2 at 2. One two means for going sector 0, 1 passenger. For going sector 2, 2 passengers. For going sector 1, 2 passengers. Rest all is nothing, right? And we have vehicles like 1100. So this is like horrible. So what I have here is yes, like this. So this is sorry, this is 0, this is 1, right? I'm just going to club it all. This is 0, this is 1, and I want to club it, right? Now what else we have? We have 1, just 1, right? We are going to club this up. And we are going to have 0, just 0, right? So this is all we have. Just move it outside where captain stays. Right. So we have passenger, and if we have passenger and vehicle, we are able to provide the services. So first of all, we will see that how many vehicles are present at 0. How many captains are interested to go to sector 0? So I will say, okay, one thing more, I have to keep it sorted, right? Otherwise it will result, it will provide a very bad result, and I am not interested in it. I need to go and keep track of everything. So if it is 0 0, zero 1 0 0, and I'm just copying this part so that I can copy and paste it. 0 0 1 0 1 0 and then 1 2 3, right? This is what I'm getting. So I have, so first of all it will say that how many vehicles are going to sector 0. So one captain appears that he is going to sector 0, another captain appears that he is going to sector 0. Captain say sorry, Rapido says that, is there any passenger interested in going to sector 0? And it sees that yes, there is a passenger interested in going to sector 0. So what it does, it has two options now to choose between this 0 or this 0. So since they are starting from the same, what Rapido does, Rapido sees that which ends at maximum. means there is a probability that it can also have a passenger on seat 1, right? So here Rapido will always assign this captain to go and serve the customers. Once the Rapido comes here, what it does is it takes all the people who are ready and it leaves from here, right? It leaves to home. Now this scenario is in straight, this state is green. So at first we don't have just one option, two option, we have three options, 0 0 and 1 and 0 1, right? From here we had three options, 0 0 and 0 1. Since 0 0 was repeated, I didn't wrote it two times, but there were three options. Okay, now I have 1 1 option. So in 1 1 I have just one option, and that one option is repeated for three times. So I will have this 1 2 3, right? Now a captain says that is there any passenger, is there any captain interested in going to sector 1? Yes, there are 3 captains. Is there any passenger who is interested in going to sector 1? Yes, there is passenger also. So it does not have any choice here, although he has 3 choice, but all are of same length. No one is going to accommodate more than one, so it's randomly picks one and assigns one. So it goes here, it onboards the and left, right? Now how many of the active vehicles are still left? We have 4 active vehicles still left, so here we will return 4 as answer, right? I hope this scenario helps understand this question better, because it took a long hour for me to understand this question. Now let us just go to co-depart and just write whatever we have written here. So what I will be doing one change, that I will be replacing nums by passenger and vehicles by queries. For example, sorry, so passengers would be num for me and vehicles would be queries for me, right? Because in this scenario I can better write the code, that's why I have done this. It is my personal opinion and you don't have to do it at all. All right, so I have some things like, first I need to sort the vehicles, that sector wise, right? This simply means sort the vehicle with respect to its first 01 start range, starting index, that is sector 0. So first sorted according to sector 0, then sector 1, then sector 2. And next is I have to keep track of active vehicles. That is there in Rapido. All those captains who are interested to go to that sector, that will come under active vehicles. Then I have pending service adjustments. That means if a person has boarded, then he needs to deboard. It keeps tracks of boarding and deboarding of the passenger. +1. So I must write here that keeps track of on boarding and deboarding of the passengers, right? Now what is, there will be cumulative service cumulative service means how many vehicles are currently serving. This simply means how many vehicles are currently serving the, so this means that vehicles are available to passengers. Vehicle or seat is available for passengers, right? Next is vehicle pointer. Initially at 0. Now I need to enumerate our passengers, right? How many passengers, because we need to look at each passenger and serve each of them, right? So for looking at all the passenger, I will be using for query index and passenger count. Query index, or we are not using queries, so vehicle index. So for vehicle index and passenger count, okay, so this is just query index is just use q index, because this is just index, this is also not query index. Just put q here so that I can enumerate passenger count right? Now what I have to look here, first I have to look at the cumulative services. Cumulative services means onboarding, deboarding processes, right? So look at the onboarding and deboarding processes. First of all I have to do this. Then what I have to do, then I have to look at the available vehicles, right? Then what I have to look for, available passengers, plus available vehicles, that means serve. So I have two things here. Available vehicles, if there is available vehicles, plus available passengers, then serve, otherwise break. Now if there is a scenario that suppose I have less services than passenger, passengers are more, are available, but no vehicle is available. In that case we are going to return -1. That means we failed to provide the services, we failed to serve each of the customer, right? So, and finally whatever is left in the available vehicles, we need to return, right? So just look at the cumulative services right now. Cumulative services is always equal to pending services adjustment, pending services adjustment of this query index. Right. Now next we need to look at the available vehicles. How do we look at the available vehicles? So we will be saying there is a lot of check here. Vehicle pointer, I have already signed that if while vehicle pointer is less than length of vehicle, then this means that this vehicle pointer is valid, and vehicle pointer 0, vehicles of vehicle pointer, and in that also if 0 is equal to 1 is equal to I, that means it is present available vehicles at index I, right? If it is available, then what I have to do, I have to just put it back to Rapido, right? That means available vehicles, yes, I have to put it here, right? So it will be a heap operation actually. So I just have to just check NQ once. NQ will be vehicles of vehicles pointer 1. actually I need to know that where does it end, because I am already at the starting index, and I want to know that how, where will it end, and this Rapido will act as a heap queue. Next I want to push to this heap push. What I need to push here, I need to push here the available vehicles. Initially the vehicle is 0, then I have to push available vehicles and end queue, right? Once I put there, I will increase the pointer, vehicle pointers by 1. I know that this is somewhat difficult to understand for the first time, but we will dry run through this code also once code is accepted. So let us check available passengers, if available passengers. Okay, so once we say that our initially cumulative services will be 0, so we say that while this cumulative service is less than the passenger count, we had passenger count somewhere, right? If this is less, that means there are more passengers and we have provided less services, and we have vehicles available vehicles or active vehicles, right? And we have active vehicles. So if we don't have, so suppose it was only this case, right? So after this while, I say that I have only this case. If this or vehicles and vehicles will not be there, then I have to return -1. I don't have any option then, right? So this was the end case that I have just done. So if the services that we have provided is less than the passenger count, then of course we are going to serve the passenger. But before serving the passenger, let us just check that the the end of the active vehicles means, since this is a heap queue, we are pushing it in minus form. Where we are pushing it, yeah, where we are pushing it, right? So we will just add minus here, minus of the heap active vehicle 0, and if it is less, right? If it is less than index q index, it will break. What does this means? That it means that no usable vehicles left that covers this queue. Means vehicle is there, but this vehicle is unusable for this case. We will see what it means later in the dry run, right? Now we have to, if this is not the case, we have to check the selective vehicle end, right? And this will be minus heap pop, active vehicles, and once we take out this active vehicle, I will just say that cumulative services is, we have just provided the service just now. We have that, this lines means we have released the captain, or we have assigned the captain to the passenger, and once we have assigned the captain to the passenger, we will say that yes, I have provided the service. And then what we will say, that we will say service plus 1, service plus 1, end of the service plus 1. So how do we find this, how do we find this selective vehicle end plus 1? We are going to add this to pending service adjustments, right? We are going to add this to pending service adjustment. This minus is equal to 1. This is just maintaining a prefix sum, right? Once this is done, all things are done, whatever is left in the active vehicles, I need to return it, right? Active vehicles that was there in the Rapido, that were active but unused, right? Let us try to run it. I is just index. Is it Q index here? Run this. Yes, this case is accepted. Let's just try to submit it. Okay, so it has submitted also, and it is working pretty well, because it is faster than 95% of the code. Let us analyze the space and time complexity. So I have one for loop here, and this will be for n, and after n we have 2 for loops. This will work for quite less time, because for amortized analysis we don't consider small values. And length of vehicle pointer, so I think that order of n square will be, so I think that order of n square is the time complexity. Let us analyze it. No, it's not order of n square, it is m log m plus order of n. So I don't know how it has been calculated. I don't know how m log m has been calculated. Okay, so I am using heap, and heap uses log n, right? Okay, but where does n comes from? Okay, so it is written in the time complexity that it is consuming m log m. So if log m comes from heap, where does this m comes from? It will take more time to understand it. If you guys know this, then please comment below. I will need to know about it more. So okay, so in a broader view, I just want to go through once again, that you understood it well. I have vehicles sorted in order of their starting sector, that which sector they want to serve. I need active vehicles at Rapido, That means inside this Rapido, I need to have active vehicles, all the active vehicles here. Now next thing is pending service adjustments. So this keeps a tracks of onboarding and deboarding, and it is and it also serves as prefix sum. And this is the seat available for passengers till now, and this is vehicle pointer, right? So these are some of the initializations that we have done. And now let us look that what happens when passenger and services both are available. Passengers and vehicles both are available. So if for I am iterating over all the passengers and looking if vehicle is available or not, and something like that, means whether we can provide the service or not. So for providing services, first we need to know about the vehicles. Cumulative services is just for, I have just said that, onboarding and deboarding purpose. So cumulative services for onboarding purposes only, and this pending services adjustment is for the deboarding purposes. Like if a person has onboarded but um, uh, he needs to deboard also, right? For that purposes we are just keeping a track of pending services adjustment. It is just a deboard, right? Keeping the track of deboard, and this is onboarding, right? Now I need to know that how many vehicles is at a particular sector, how many vehicles are going to start from that sector, right? For end, I'm suppose that there are five queries that are, or there are 5 vehicles that are going to start from 0. So what I will be storing in the available vehicle is the end point of that 5 vehicles, right? So that I can serve the maximum customers, and I will be storing it in the form of max heap because I have put a minus here. So once I will be storing it in the form of max heap, I will get the minimum at 0th position. So once I know that how many available vehicles we have, what I am going to say, I am going to say that have I provided have I seen a passenger? Yes, I have seen passenger. Have I provided services to them? No. That's why the passenger count is more and the services is left. So I need to provide service, and I have a vehicle with me, because without vehicle I am just going to return -1. There are passengers but I don't have vehicle, so I am going to return -1. But while I have vehicles and I have passenger count, then what I can do, I can provide the services, and this services is provide by releasing the once I release vehicle, I provide service to one person. As I am providing the service to that person, what I am doing is I am releasing it from my active vehicles count. I am just popping it out, and what I am doing is I am doing cumulative services. Okay, I have provided services to one person, and then their deboarding is pending. This is what indicates that the deboarding of that person is pending. And passengers are available. Yeah, this I have already covered, right? So let us go and run this code once. So what I will be doing is I will be just capturing a screenshot of this, right? Because it is difficult to remember and track everything there. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, I don't know why it has. So just a second, I am just putting a screenshot of this code here, and we will be going to each and every code. Okay, can I do just back it? No, that okay, unlock it and I wanna delete it. Unlock it and I wanna delete it, right? So does this make sense? It's also not making any sense. Just a second. Okay, I am just deleting it. I am just keeping okay, just keeping this. I am keeping this. Oh, I am sorry. I am giving this, decrease its size. Yeah, because if I need it further, let us dry run through this code once. Okay, so just get rid of this also. I just want this to be there because it is important, right? Not for the coding purposes, for understanding purposes only. So what I have is, I have vehicles. So let us try run this code on. Let's take an example. So let's take this case. We have already done a dry run here, but let's take this case again with this code. Okay, so what I am going to do, I am going to first sort the vehicles. That means I am going to get here 0 2 1 2 1 3, sorry, so 1 2 is not important. It is 0 2 1 3 1 3 and 1 2. This is what it will come like, right? So I'm just sorting it in place, and then I will keep a track of the active vehicles. Right, which is heap. And then what I will be doing, I am going to say that cumulative services, that is onboarding done till now is 0, and the vehicle pointer is initially at 0, of course. Now for each index, for each queue index and passenger count in enumerate passengers, so if we will enumerate passenger, I will get at index 0 I will get 1, at index 1 I will get 1, at index 2 I will get 1, and at index 3 I will get 1, right? Because all are 1 here. So okay, now I have cumulative index at, okay, so okay, I'm just stopping it here, and I'm saying that I just want to put some pointers here. Okay, let us just put it here. Okay, I am just putting it here, that my queue index and pointer and passenger count, right? So what I am doing here is I have put a queue index and passenger count on every passenger to enumerate, right? Cumulative services of this queue index. So queue index and pending services, since I am starting new, so I don't have any pending services. Let us write here pending services also. I don't know how I have left it. So the length of the passenger is 4, so I will be putting it 5 times, right? Okay, now since I have no pending services adjustment, so I have just cumulative services as 0, right? Now I need to know that vehicle count, right? So I'm just putting this vehicle pointer also. Let me make this of another color. Oh, what happened? Oh, yes. Okay, so okay. I don't know how that happened, but I wanted it to happen. Whatever, man. Right. I'm just putting a new arrow here, right? This is my vehicle pointer, right? So my vehicle pointer is initially at 2, right? So what I will be doing is at active vehicles, so I will be just taking an end of it, that is 2, and in the active vehicle I will be putting down -2, right? This is what active vehicles does, right? So and I will increase the pointer by 1, right? Now I will say that my query index is currently 0, so I will check if the means this thing starting of this vehicle is from sector 0. No, it's not from 0. So what I will be doing, I will be saying that the available vehicles at sector 0 is just 1, that is 0 and 2, right? So I am already adding it to available vehicles, that is -2. So suppose this is Rapido and I have put here -2, right? I have put there -2. Putting -2 here, which means that I have put here 0, 2, right? This is what it means. So I have put there -2. So currently I have this. Now I say that what is my cumulative services. So my cumulative services is currently 0, and what is my passenger count? My passenger count is 1, right? Here you can see that the passenger count is 1. So since my cumulative services is less than passenger count and I have active vehicles at my end, so I have all these conditions satisfied. So what I will be doing, I will be checking that if active vehicle is less than q index, my q index is 0 and active vehicle is 2, so 2 is not less than 0, so what I will saying that it will not break, right? Now I have said that I have selective vehicle end as 2. I know that since this is a heap and I am calling this admin heap, when I pop it and I say that it is 2, so this is selective vehicle end is 2. I am just multiplying it by minus of minus 2, right? Minus of what was inside minus 2, so this will say it is plus 2, right? 2. Now I say that cumulative index is increased by 1. So cumulative, I have successfully provided service, or I have successfully sent the bike, so one person will sit on it. So the services is plus 1, right? Now I have means one onboarding has been done. Now I have pending services adjustment. So what is selective vehicle end here? That is 2 plus 1 is 3. So I am going to here to 0, 1, 2 and 3 and I am telling here minus 1. That means the passenger needs to be onboarded here, deboarded here, right? Now I have my cumulative service as 1 and passenger count as 1, both as 1. So it will get out of this while loop, it will not go into this if condition, and now I have to increase this passenger count and query both to 1, right? Now what happens here, that at 1 I am first saying that is any cumulative services, any pending services are there? No pending services are there, because I am just going to start afresh, right? So at 1 it is already written 0 here, right? Here it is 0, that means no pending services are there at index 1, right? So what I will be doing is I will be checking that is it 1, because now my query index is 1, so I am checking is it 1? Yes, it is 1. So 1 3 is added, that means here minus 3 will be added, right? Now I will increase my pointer to 1, and what I will check that is it also starting from the same sector? Yes, so I will add minus 3 again as end is added to maximize, and then I will go to 1 again. Oh okay, this is also starting from sector 1, so I will add minus 2 here, right? Once I do this, I again, oh, I got out of bound. So there are 3 services here, 1 3 1 3. If I write here 1 comma 3, again 1 comma 3, and then 1 comma 2, right? These 3 services are added. So where will 2 added? So this is not random, right? Minus 2 is greater than minus 3, and in Python by default it is min heap. So min heap, by min heap minus 2 will be put here, that's why it is here. I am not just appending it is a min heap. So minus 3 is here. So what I will be doing here, I will be saying that how many passengers I have seen. So passenger is 1 and cumulative count is also 1. So what I will be saying that since both are 1, I don't need to go into this loop. Since both are 1, I don't need to go into this loop, right? And I don't need to go in this if condition also. Okay, I am going to the next 2 1. What happens here is at 2 1 I have cumulative services nothing, I have 1 here and I don't want to do anything, Is there any vehicle? No, vehicle pointer has already exceeded, so no vehicle will be added here. And then I have cumulative services as 1 and passenger count also as 1, so it will not go in this loop and it will also not go in this if condition. So what I will be doing is I will be forwarding it. Now once I go forward it, sorry, I don't know why it's happening. Okay, once I forward it to 3 and 1, what I see is here the cumulative services will be uh, plus of pending services adjustments, and when we see pending service adjustment at 4, I see -1, so cumulative services will be decreased by 1. So here it will be 1 minus 1, that will be 0. So cumulative services is 0. We know that we are not able to add any vehicle here because vehicle has already exceeded, this pointer has already exceeded. Now we have cumulatives. Is cumulative less than passenger count? Yes, passenger count is 1 and the cumulative services is 0, so it goes inside. Is minus active, so what it will do, it will pop out 3. So if 3 is pop out, so if is 3 less than 3? No, it is not less than 3, so it will not break. What it will do, it will just put down here 3, same as, yeah, I will pop 3 from here and I will say minus of -3, that will be 3 here, and I say that cumulative services is increased by 1, right? Pending, that means from active, this has been already removed as we have utilized this is also popped, hip pop, right, as we have utilized this. Now we are saying that cumulative services is +1 and pending adjustment, okay, end of it is 3, so I will do -1 at 4, right? So this is here and pending services is -1, right? Now the cumulative service is 1 and passenger count is 1, so it will come out of this loop. Again it will not go in this if condition, and here it is out of bound. So when I go out of bound, I just have to return the length of the active vehicles, that is 2. These two vehicles are not used. This is what I am returning here, length of the active vehicles. So I tried my best to make this question understand, and if you like my effort, please like it. Otherwise you can comment down your doubts. Thank you guys.